Yeah, it was funny the first time. Okay, welcome to another episode of Embarrassing Bodies with Sean Conway.
Are we genuinely starting?
That's our start, mate. We're on.
I don't even know if this
It's not. Just don't fuck with it. Just talk into it. Sorry, this
All right,
got
you want to
very-
do that again?
Not really.
That was your goal.
we're
That was
keeping
your
it
gold start.
We're keeping it in.
Embarrassing bodies, comedian. Okay.
Fuck. We'd be like a great married couple.
No, we
You know?
wouldn't.
Yeah, we argue so well.
I
you know?
mean, I get it. I'm an old white Australian man going after a young Asian person. Yeah, I get it. We'd make a great couple.
We're like 2
That's
years.
about it.
We're like
That's
2 years
about it.
apart. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're with Sean Conway today, a very good friend of mine. How are we, Sean?
I'm good. I'm nervous about the question if this is the intro.
You should be nervous because I don't really have any questions. I'm not going to lie.
Right, I'm glad I drove an hour through traffic just to come here and listen to you.
So
Unprepared.
hang out with a friend.
All right.
You know?
All right.
Fucking hell. All right, we're getting heckled from Johnny. He's like, where's your friend arriving? All right, mate. Fucking hell. Don't you have a chimney to sweep, Johnny? Fucking hell.
Johnny wrote the embarrassing body fucking roast him off the get.
Yeah. Oh, start off strong.
Let him know. Let the
Do
audience
your
know how fat
gold,
it is.
and if it's doing bad,
He's
get
doing
off.
my goal. That's a joke of mine.
I'm fat. That's mine.
I'm fat, single. That's another line of mine that's in every raw set.
You're not single anymore.
Nah,
though.
not anymore. I've got
Fucking
an
hell.
American girlfriend.
Yeah, of course she lives in a different
Yeah.
country.
I don't know which camera
doesn't-
to look at to be like, yeah, fuck you, Australian women. You had your chance.
Yeah, she doesn't go to
Missed
this
out.
school. She goes to a different
Yeah,
place.
she goes to a different school.
But fuck, how long's that been going?
Since Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Ooh, a
Or the
little
day before
A little
Halloween.
spooky girlfriend.
Yeah. She dressed up as Patrick from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
And I was like,
And you're like, I love a starfish.
yeah, she can be my Patrick. I don't know. She's hot. She looked hot in it.
I live under your rock.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, fucking-
Upside down pineapple, you know what I'm saying? That's
Hey,
a SpongeBob thing.
I mean, I think just the pineapple.
Pineapple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're there. Great. Another endless riff.
You got a girlfriend?
I've got a wife. You're
Right.
you're famously at the wedding.
Yeah, and that was the wedding you told me that it was like, oh no, it's just a party. And then
Yeah, it was-
I
we
get there
take-
and everyone's in suits and I get there pretty much wearing what I'm wearing now. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta go home and get changed.
Yeah, you went home instantly. And
Yeah,
got
I was
changed
wearing
and
a
came
hoodie, jeans.
back. To be fair, I told you it was
No,
a
you
party
didn't.
for my wedding.
Nah, you told me other shit.
What did I tell you then?
You said it was a party. Yeah, you said it was a party for your wedding. And it
Yeah,
was like-
exactly. That's
yeah,
what
but it was.
that's what it was.
Yeah, you didn't tell me the dress code.
Yeah, there was no dress code.
Yeah, except everyone there was wearing suits.
Well, that was
Like,
on them.
fucking, and I got there and fucking, pretty much wearing what I'm wearing now. But yeah.
You look
You
good.
guys still together?
Yeah, we've got a kid.
So I'll give it a couple more months. I meant you and the kid. The
am I going to
You
kill
got-
the kid? Is
yeah,
that what's
they're-
happening?
No, they're going to take it off you.
Madeline McCran. All right.
Oh, jeez. After that bomb, I'd be taking the kid away.
She's going to watch this one day with
Yeah.
disappointment in her eyes.
I still got to pay for a Dockers membership this year.
What do you mean?
I
For
brought
you?
I brought her membership.
Yeah, I know. It was great. We
Her
still got-
membership's like automatically under mine.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You get stung for it again?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
So yeah, she's going to be 16 and still getting like baby napkins and shit like that.
Yeah, Sean famously, not famously, no one else would know this,
Yeah.
but you got my daughter a Dockers membership.
Yeah,
Really appreciate
before
that.
she was even born. So
Before she was born.
officially the youngest Dockers member
Of all time.
of all time.
Fucking love it.
Yeah.
You know? And so, how's long distance relationships going for you at the moment?
It's going good. We're chatting every day.
Every day? How,
every
how
day.
often? Is it video calls or what are we doing?
She likes video calls. I do not.
Because you
I-
only text on the toilet. She's
No,
like,
because-
let
yeah,
me call
I
you
do.
now. She's like, fuck,
Yeah,
no,
I-
let me wipe.
Dude, I've dropped a couple of kilos just shitting and texting on the toilet. It's I don't tell her that, but I also don't want to see my poo face.
So yeah, so you video call a lot, or you refuse
we
to?
do. I do, but it's also not my thing.
No,
You know, because
you'd rather
like,
think out
I'm,
your
no, well, I'm
references.
obnoxious, so I like looking at myself in that little mirror and like, fuck.
So you're too busy looking
Yeah.
at the bottom corner.
She could have her tits out, and I'll be like, fuck, what's going on with that pimple?
It's like this beard needs a bit of,
Yeah, it does need a bit of a
bit
trim.
of trimmage.
Yeah.
You know, fuck yes.
Give it a wash.
Gave it a wash.
Yeah. Why does your piece of paper say feminist?
It doesn't say feminist.
What does it say?
Funniest.
Okay.
Yeah.
What school? You went to a private school, didn't you?
This
Great.
is some non-villagey education here. Fucking hell. We live very close to each other.
Yeah, you live in the good side of the tracks. I live on the bad side of the tracks.
I live on the Asian side of the tracks.
That was did I tell you that story about your wedding? So,
Oh, yes.
so,
Please tell this story.
so
The most racist fuck.
it wasn't racist.
Okay, so
I
firstly,
made this assumption.
I'm just going to preface this with I sent you a link with all the information on it, right? You didn't read the link. You called me that day and you were like, oh, what's going on with this party?
Yeah.
And I'm like, come down at 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whatever. It's just going to be a party. And I was like, oh, where is it? I was like, read the information sheet.
I thought it was at his house. And I went there. There was no one there. But around the corner, there was a party that had a lot of Asians at that
Asian
party.
people.
And I pulled in, and I'm like,
So there were just like a bunch of Toyota Taragos. And you're like, this is Shin's wedding.
yeah.
At a random house down the road from me.
I thought this must be another one of his properties that he owns, or another one your parents own, or some shit. And then there was a lot of cars out the front, and there was like a real badass looking Asian dude who I thought must have been like a wedding security guard or something. And I was like, "Is this Christian's wedding?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "I knew it wouldn't be. I knew it wouldn't be. Typical. I knew I fucked it up." And then I called Legacy, who was, believe it or not, no help. He's like, yeah, we're at some fucking tennis club or some shit. And I was like,
It was so close to your house.
yeah, it was around the corner from my house. Went there in what I'm wearing now, and then everyone's there dressed to the nines, and I'm like, didn't even have a shave. I look like
so funny.
haggard.
Look, you're not the only one to make that mistake. Well, that particular mistake. You are the only person to make.
But
But
to go to a house party full of Asians and think this has to be a Christian.
there's like a random one on the road too.
It was not. It was not that random. It was like 100 meters from your place.
Yeah,
so
but what affiliation would I have? Why would I have?
I could see
my
your house
wedding
from this house.
at another random's house 100 meters down the road.
I don't know. I don't know how you Asians operate. Thought it might have been some custom where you had to do it at your uncle's house or something.
So don't feel bad though, because like my wife gets confused with this as well, because we have a lot of like random Asian people stopping by, and you know they're just generally.
Are they
Korean.
random or are they the same Asian
we know,
people?
We know. It's just the one person.
I'm Shin's mum.
Yeah.
We've met.
So a lot of times she'll like, if like for example, if people are here to see mum and dad or something, and they're not home, Hannah will like intro them in to the house and make them a coffee or whatever. Yeah. And one Sunday we had these Jehovah's Witness people come in.
Asian Jehovah's Witness?
And I think they check like the Asian, like, because like there's different communities, like they'll have like a Chinese phone book. Right, this is not a bit. They'll have a Chinese phone book. They'll have like a Korean phone book with addresses of like Korean people in Australia, right? And I think the Jehovah's Witness target that, like they'll send Asian people to other Asian people's houses. So anyway, we had these two random Asian people knock on the door, and Hannah thought they were relatives or family friends, and was literally like, "Oh, guys, it's so good to see you. This is Nyla. This is the baby. Come on in. We're gonna have a drink." And these people were like, "We're gonna leave." And she out crazied them, and it was fucking great. You know.
Fuck. How scary is your baby that it's scared off Jehovah's Witnesses?
Oh, Jesus can't save this baby. Oh, that's so good.
Korean Jehovah's Witness. That sounds like a made-up sketch.
Koreans love a cult.
Do?
Yeah.
They don't they have one here, or is that
Yeah, we
China?
have a couple here, mate.
Is that China? There's like one in A Current Affair all the time.
Yeah, I think Colin Ebsworth was a part of this cult.
Was that the Korean one?
One of them was the Korean one.
He got married at Madison Square Garden and shit. That was his parents. His parents got married at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it was a pay-per-view fight. But okay, so dating is hard, you know. I've just had all of these for Nikki, actually, so I'm just bringing them up for you. Any toxic traits that you or your partner possesses?
That I have.
Yeah, give me a couple. I can just list them for you.
Oh yeah, list some of mine and I'll defend them.
Nah, they're more physical attributes.
Wow, like what? If you say weight, it's like, whoo.
We're both tipping the scale over there. At least you're actively making a change. I'm just slowly getting fatter.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm glad I came in for this fucking interview where you've called me fat multiple times and just red flags, and then we talked about your Korean cult. So yeah, this is a great interview.
Fucking cult. This is a question for you. You'll have a great one for this. On stage, you do, of all the comedians that I know, you do test the boundaries and test new material, probably the most.
Yeah.
Anything you've really regretted instantly as soon as it's come out of you?
Most of them. If there's a set that like even my old stuff that doesn't work on the night, it's like I got to get rid of this old stuff.
Some of your old stuff, your really old stuff was pretty
Yeah, I know what
crazy.
you're referring to, and I'm not mentioning it on camera. You fucking idiot! What an idiot to bring up old material. How about we talk about any of your new material?
Old material, thank you.
You're nothing but old
Crow
material.
Biden. Okay. This has been a great chat, Shawnee.
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
we've
been
had
fabulous.
you on. Any comedy trips coming up? You've been touring in America?
Yeah,
lately?
I'm going back to America. I'm off to
To go see the girlfriend.
off to the girlfriend. Yeah. She's off to Nashville for most of the time, and then a couple of festivals in Cleveland and
I just had to say festivals like that.
festivals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's because I've been. I don't know.
Festivals in Cleveland. Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to get the words out clearly. But festival. Is that all right?
Correct.
Festival.
Festival.
Yeah. Cleveland Comedy Festival and Big Diamond Comedy Festival, run
Big
by
Diamond.
Sam Talent.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a crack at that in Arkansas. And yeah.
You go to weird places in America.
Yeah, I don't like going to the normal places.
Yeah. How come? What attracts you to like Nashville and like?
Well, Nashville's a big comedy city.
Yeah.
Austin. And then
Texas is quite big in comedy these days.
yeah, it's blowing up. Tulsa was probably the smallest one that I went to.
Right.
And that was just to say that I went to Tulsa, and then a year later, Sylvester Stallone was like, I'm going to go to Tulsa. And then everyone always thinks of Sylvester
Sean
Stallone.
Conway.
Yeah, they don't think of Sean Conway. in
Sean
Tulsa.
Conway.
Yeah, I set the trends, baby.
Fuck
And
it.
he hated Tulsa that much that he demanded that they film it anywhere other than Tulsa in a show called
really?
Tulsa King. Yeah, they filmed it in Oklahoma City.
Fuck.
And all the scenes are shot inside. Like it's, yeah.
This is like-
This is a 100% true story, yeah.
The one thing you can always count on Sean for is useless movie facts that will never be brought up again.
Yeah, it's made the news.
All right, last one. Besides this interview, what's the worst decision you've made in comedy?
Oh, fuck. Too many. I don't know. What do you reckon?
I mean,
Probably starting too late. If you're a young person watching this, I'd say get out there as quickly as possible.
How old were you when you started?
25, 26?
Bit old in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a couple of good young years where it's like I passed where it's like he's young and dumb, but now it's like if I do offensive
it's not
jokes,
cute anymore.
it's not cute. It's like I should know better. It's like, why should I know better? I haven't been hanging out. I've been in a truck most of the time. How am I meant to be improving socially if all I do is stay by
When
myself?
all I do is play with real life Tonka trucks.
Yeah, that's all I do. And then it's like, oh, it's a bit beneath you to do that. And it's like, is it? I think it's great. But, you know.
I think it's great. Me too, Sean.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I feel like that's the motto of every Fringe show that we've done is, I think it was good.
Yeah, I mean, we cancelled most of them, but
Yeah.
one of them has to hit one of these days. Fringes are like TikTok. You just keep putting it out,
Yeah,
and one of them has
It's
to
about the
hit.
consistency. If you have
Yeah.
a body of work every year,
Yeah.
one day it will pop.
Even if it's the same work with just a different title. They did.
5 reasons to go watch Sean Conway in this year's Fringe.
Yeah, it's probably the same shit you've already seen.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about, this is a random thing though, but like, you know, World Vision ads.
Yeah.
Now that TV's not really a thing anymore, do you reckon they've suffered a lot? Like, is there a bloated African kid being like, top 4 reasons to adopt a kid?
we got Mr. Beast now. Mr. Beast is like the new...
He just does it.
There used to be a fat lady that used to do all the advertising in America. Gina Summers, I think her name was.
That's pretty rude.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yeah, but yeah, you know, you don't have kids being like, oh, watch my reaction to a mukbang video. I wish I had food. Like,
Man, that's not a bad character. It's just an African kid fucking just all depressed watching mukbang videos.
that's our new Fringe show.
Yeah.
This one will be a hit.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 minutes of... Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, well, thanks for coming, Sean. I appreciate this interview, even though you didn't really care for it. But it was good to catch up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you guys have got out of it, but if you come to my social media stuff, you might... I got no idea.
Social media handles?
At Total Conway.
At Total Conway. All right, guys. And we'll see you next time for another episode. All right, thank you.